Can you repeat that again, please? Okay. The phone number that you want me to call. Okay, the phone number. No, you have to go a lot slower than that for me, please. Okay, we know you're in Kitchener, so it's 519 is the area code. Okay, the first letter or the first number. Okay, stop. Tell me when we get to the number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6? Okay. 6. The next number, it's the same. 6. Okay, the next number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. Let's make this a little easier then. Would you mind giving me a call back on my machine, back to my phone? I won't pick up the phone, and if you would leave a message for me with all the information, the dates, the phone numbers, and everything, I'll have someone else read it and relay the information to me so I can see it. Thank you. What is it like having aphasia? It's a pain. We all take language for granted. Greeting a friend, making plans, talking about the events of the day or getting information, or even asking for assistance. We use languages all the time. It is hard to imagine life would be like if you couldn't talk. Have you ever met somebody that you know and you couldn't remember their name right away? You know who they are, you know their name, but you just can't think of it. Oh, I hate that. Like in a party or when you're at a function or whatnot. Well, people with aphasia have a similar problem. They know their name, but it's more severe. It happens all the time, and it's not just once in a while. It happens when they try to say the name of their husband or their wife, their son, their daughter, or their grandchildren, whoever. It's not just when they just meet someone they haven't seen for a while. Have you ever tried to learn a foreign language? At first you couldn't understand anything, but after a while you start to pick up a word here and there, and then you can guess what the conversation is, but you didn't understand every word. Later on, you might be able to understand some simple sentences, but you still have trouble understanding long and complicated sentences. And how about speaking? You memorized a few phrases and you learned some words, but you struggled to put a sentence together. Later on, you could try to say a simple sentence, but sometimes you just get stumped about how to express a more complex idea. People with aphasia have trouble in their own language that they have when they try to learn a new language. Some people, when they have aphasia, right after a stroke, it sounded like everyone around was talking foreign language. They couldn't understand anything. Gradually, they start to understand more and more. Some people with aphasia couldn't say a word at first. Unfortunately, some never regain the ability to talk. But most people do gradually recover, and some at least the ability to talk. I've been fortunate. It's been a long way, but it's now been almost 3 years, and I'm still working. Language is complicated. And then when you throw something like a stroke, that makes it even harder. People with aphasia can do the things they used to do. They can pursue their similar hobbies or familiar hobbies and interests. Their likes and their dislikes. Everything about them are the same. However, we just make more oriented with pictures than we do with words. I use my fingers all the time for numbers, especially, and dates and the days of the week. So that is aphasia. That's what it feels like. Oftentimes I've made a comment that I feel dumb. What I feel and what we are two different things. I am still the same person. The brain has just compromised in such a way that the connection to get the words out are a little difficult. Some ideas that we can try and do to cope with aphasia. Participate in your daily routine. Do some cooking, cleaning, shopping. The person with aphasia can handle money, but sometimes we want someone to help with. And you know what? Shopping is fun with someone anyway. Listening to family and friends. Hang in there. Talk and interact. Go to a movie. Rent a movie. Watch TV. Watch sports. Play games. I play a lot of games on the computer, Scrabble, and anything to do with numbers. Challenge our minds. Do checkers, chess. Go to social gatherings. They can be people that have aphasia are generally good listeners. And you know what? The more that we listen, the more we will interact, the more we will learn. And we will be able to communicate better. A lot of people get involved with church and religious services and social groups. They're great. Try singing, even if it's to yourself. Look at magazines, read the newspaper, and books with a lot of pictures. Anything that you can do to help you capture of what's in your brain